Hi everyone, Atuluku Sunday here once again. Last week a company reached out to me to help them in cleaning their data sets. So I quickly handed over the data to one of my students because it wasn't something too messy, and I tested them with that job to see how well they perform. And along the line, a student came up and told me something was not adding up for her and she needed clarification. And yes, it was just something simple. It's just something as easy as joining two texts in Excel. Yes, if you have texts, for example, the first name and the last name, and you wish to join or make both of them together. So I would want to show us this simple Excel trick on how to join texts. If you have two texts or two strings and you wish to join them together in Excel, the function of joining two of them together is called concatenation. So we have two functions that can easily do this for us. So without wasting much time, let me get into what I have here. So as you can see on my system here, I already have a sample of the first name and the last name, and I would want to join both of them to give me full name. Like I said, we have two ways of getting this done. The first one is using the text join function, and the second is using the concat function. So, using the text join function, you always begin your function by writing equal to. So, I write equal to text join, open your bracket, the delimiter. Now, a delimiter is a separator or something you use in ending your string or your text. So, I'm going to put space there, then comma, then I want to ignore empty cells and comma. Then text 1, I select the cell address, then comma, then text 2. It's just as simple as this. Then you enter. Then you can see we now have John Doe. So once you autofill this, oh wait, before I autofill, let me do something else so that you see what I did. Equal to text join, then open your bracket. Now, in this case, let me use hyphen as my delimiter, then comma, then ignore empty cells, comma, text 1, I still select Mary, comma, then the cell address of the text 2. Now, ignore all these square brackets that are in between. Ignore the square brackets. So yeah, to close your bracket and you enter, you can now see we have this. So that is one way to do that. That is one way to do that. So I'll still do it the third time for those that are still catching up. So text join, open brackets. Now I'll use the normal delimiter, which is space, comma, ignore empty cells, then comma, I select the text 1, comma, and text 2, then you close your bracket, and that is all. You are done with that. So let me just autofill that. Once you autofill, you can see the two names have been joined together. This is just all you have to do when joining two texts together. Now, the other way of achieving that is using the concat function. So we're having it as equal to concat, open your brackets, text 1, comma, text 2, close your bracket. If there are more text, you can add that up. But now notice something here. That space was not included. Yes, the space was not included. So you can see that the first name and the last name are joined together. To separate this, you are going to do it this way. Equal to concat, open brackets, text 1, comma. Now you put the double inverted comma, then space, then your double inverted comma again. Now, what I just did is providing that space in between. So it takes the space for the text 2. Now, on text 3, I put this and then close it up and you enter. You can see that we now have our space in between it. So let me try it again with something else. So concat, you open your bracket, then text 1, then comma, then let me use a hyphen. Yeah. So once I use hyphen, you can see that I've already defined hyphen there. Then text 3, I select the second name and close my bracket. You can see that this is what we have. So for every time you want to use concat, please make sure you remember to put your delimiter. Yes, remember to always fix in your delimiter. else the two texts to be joined together, and you don't want to see it that way. So this is as simple as what this function is all about. So if you have two texts in Excel and you want to join them together, these are the functions you can use to achieve that. If you followed me up to this point, please don't forget to like, share,